What's up, guys? TronKat here, and I don't feel like standing. There's Jimmy Hendrix. And I'm not wearing pants. Okay, what's up, guys? TronKat here, and another Game of the Year video. Not a Game of the Year, but another video going towards the Game of the Year, and this hair right here is pissing me off. Okay, now, this is most underrated Game of the Year. This was kind of a hard one, because, in my opinion, there was a good bit of underrated games, but not as many as... There was some games that were pretty bad that got low ratings, and there were some games that I actually really liked that didn't really get noticed. The games that I liked that didn't get noticed got decent reviews. They just went under everybody's radar. I don't know why, but I thought they were phenomenal games. Now, I'm gonna list a couple real quick, but heck, I'm not even sure which one I'm gonna pick going into this video because I'm stuck between two. Okay, I'm gonna list the three that I've had in mind for a couple days now. Fear 3. It didn't really go under everybody's radar. It was pretty noticed, but it still had so little hype around it, even though it was a game that was in a series of great games that people had played before, and people just, I don't know if they just like all bought it on the 360 on this one, or if, because I never saw anybody on the PS3 play it. I don't know, and I never heard anybody ever talk about the game. Another game is Stacking, which was a downloadable game, which was a phenomenal game. But it, again, shot under everybody's radar. That one actually did. I didn't see anybody playing that ever, and I never heard anybody talk about that. It was such a great game. It was such an interesting puzzle game. Yes, I don't think I ever beat it, but that's because I got stuck. No, I didn't get stuck. Oh, did I? I think, no, yeah, I did beat it. I did beat it, that's it. I did beat it. Sorry. And then the final game is another puzzle game. Catherine. This was a phenomenal puzzle game. A puzzle simulator game. I sort of want to say simulator because you said it's such a great game because it's like a dating simulator. It's such a good game. The story was so good. There were so many endings you could have gotten. Oh my gosh, you could have gotten like 6 endings or 8 endings or something like that. It's ridiculous. I think it was 8. Yeah, 8 endings you could have gotten. That is ridiculously awesome. I think one of them is dying, which is just like, whoa, you can actually have an ending where if you lose all your lives, your ending is death. I think. I could be wrong, but because I don't have the game anymore because I sold it because I needed money. I needed money. So, you know what? I think I know what I'm going to pick. Okay. My most underrated game of the year. And this was kind of a hard one because no games were really, like, underrated. I wish I would have played White Knight Chronicles 2, but I didn't get to. So, I really wish I would have played that now because that would have easily been my most underrated game probably. But, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick Catherine. Because it was just such a good game, and it did not get any of the recognition that it should have. It should have gotten some game. I think it should have gotten Puzzle Game of the Year. I'm sorry, Portal's good and all, but Catherine was amazing. Catherine was one of the best games I've played in my entire life, and I'll say it straight up right there. It was such a good game. I was never bored. I was always sitting there thinking, laughing my butt off. Like, not really because it was funny, it's because I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, how do I do this puzzle? It was so hard on easy. People were saying that you're gonna have to use a walkthrough on easy. I heard a lot of people on the internet say that. I didn't, because I'm awesome. You can ask Michael. I swear. I didn't use one walkthrough, and I'm so proud of myself because I'm terrible at puzzle games. And I didn't use a walkthrough. I'm a boss. No, but that game, it was just such a fun, addictive, interesting, innovative game. Now, I'm not saying Portal wasn't, because Portal was a good game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Portal 2 was interesting. I've always thought the gameplay style of Portal was good. I've never said anything about the gameplay. I've always just said that the only reason I didn't like Portal 1 was because the story was crap. In my opinion, it was absolute crap. And it did get a little boring for me. But the thing is, with Catherine, it gives you such an interesting story, and if you say that Catherine's story is not good, there's something wrong with you in the head, because this game's story is just phenomenal. It's got such an in-depth, like, you choose what happens. You, like, what your personal opinion, you don't even know. Like, the first playthrough, it says go in just picking your opinion. And it asks you, like, a bunch of dating questions, and that can affect your, like, I'm just gonna say karma, I don't really remember what it's called. But basically, your karma meter. The good karma meter goes towards Catherine with a K, bad karma meter, Catherine with a C. It's really interesting because, like, to see the different ways that the story bends, it's so interesting. It's such a good game. The puzzles are all so creative and so different. It's so awesome. And in the later parts of the game, there was one puzzle, and I was on easy. By the way, each playthrough, if you go on hard, the puzzles are different. They're not the same. The puzzles are different on each playthrough, on each difficulty. To the difficulty. That says something about how much time they took with this game. And there's also challenges, there's co-op. It's just phenomenal. The co-op's like against each other, I think, or I don't think it's with each other. I'm pretty sure it's against each other, so that's hilarious. It's such a good game, and I wish it would have gotten more recognition, because it was so good. The puzzles, near the end of the game, on easy, one puzzle, it took me literally an hour to figure out. It was hard as hell. And the game is just such a good game. Everybody that hasn't played this game, you really need to. It's close to being a Game of the Year pick for me. It's not going to be, I'm sorry. It was great and all, but there was some other games that I did have a little bit more fun with. But this game is really close to being a Game of the Year pick. It was just such a good game. And, like, there's the bar, where you just sit there, talk to your friends, drink, and when you're drinking, once you finish your drink, it gives you, like, a trivia fact about that type of drink. And there's, like, 5 different types of drinks, and there's different trivia facts each time you finish a drink, every single night. That's awesome. There's, like, probably over 100 trivia facts about each. No, I think there's only... No, because there's... However many nights you're there, you can only get 3 facts about that drink. You can only get 3 facts about each drink. So 3 facts on each drink, and then however nights you're there, so there's a lot of facts about all the drinks combined, I'm sure. And then there's like a puzzle game in the bar. You can walk around, talk to the people, you can help people out with their problems that they're having. You can just sit there, talk to your friends, and then leave if you want. I mean, it's just such a good game. It is so in-depth, there's so much stuff to do, and it did not get the recognition that it should have. I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, anybody that hasn't played this game, I highly, highly suggest going to get it. It is such a phenomenal game. If you have heard of it and thought, that sounds kind of interesting, maybe I'll pick it up. It's a good game. At least rent this game if you have anywhere you can rent games, because it is so good. Oh, and sorry that this video is not in HD. Some of my last videos was like, hippie, HD please, and I was like... Someone stole my HD camera, so I can't. Maybe I'll start recording with this. Would that be better? Yeah? No, the quality on this isn't that great, so I'm not going to. You're welcome. But, so I'm gonna go play some Saints Row or something. Tomorrow, Game of the Year pick, and I'm sure this pick will baffle a lot of people. Where is that game? Oh yeah, someone's borrowing it. I'm gonna go get it from him tomorrow, I guess. But anyway, I'm sure this game is gonna baffle everybody. You're not gonna see it coming. I don't think you guys know what I'm gonna pick. I don't. Like, if you guys think you know what I'm gonna pick, you're wrong. I'm actually surprised at what I'm picking. Now, granted, the other game, that's a very close second, it deserves Game of the Year too, but I can only pick one. And this other game, I feel, deserves it more, because it hasn't gotten much recognition. Well, it's gotten a good bit of recognition. Oh yeah, I'm already saying too much about it, because you guys might start to piece it together. I'm not going to let you do that, but it's... Definitely watch my Game of the Year pick. If you think you know what I'm going to give it to, don't think you know what I'm going to give it to. So anyway, guys, I'll see you next year. Yeah. Happy New Year's, and, be safe. Wear a condom. Just kidding. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. day.